The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now.
Welcome to Southern Indiana High School basketball tonight on Glycod, where we have the Columbus North Bulldogs coming in to take on the Silver Creek Dragons. The Bulldogs coming in at 1-2, and the Dragons at 2-0 on the early season. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is analyst for this evening, Jeff Cooper, and sorry, minor mistake. There we go. Hey, there's us. And alongside us, cameraman Christian Sanchez will be helping us bring you the action tonight. Well, Jeff, it's early in the season. It sure looks like this Silver Creek team at 2-0 had four players in double figures last ball game. But this Columbus North team got them on the road last year, and I know Coach Hoffman's saying, boy, the horn for Columbus North's a tough cookie, and it's going to be a good ball game tonight, we think.
Should be a really interesting ball game. I think Columbus North has had, I think, 5 of their top 7 players, Coach was telling me, were football players. So they're just now getting them acclimated. They had 3 games there between the Thanksgiving week. So now they've had another full week of practice to try to get those guys acclimated. And Silver Creek's got quite a few, role players returning from last year, but also got Caden Oliver, the quarterback on the football team, who transferred from Madison. So they're getting used to playing with him, and it should be a really interesting matchup of who wants to, control the tempo and how they want to play the game.
Well, and we had a chance to talk to both coaches, so you're certainly going to have the chance to hear from both of them. And also, we certainly will give you keys to the game, and we got the starting lineups. We'll get you all that as we head towards the tip tonight, as we have the Silver Creek Dragons hosting the Columbus North Bulldogs. So stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're up front with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, they might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs, Jeffersonville Allstate agent, Hackey Page today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, with offices in Jeffersonville and Floyd's Knobs. Allstate, you're in good hands.
I'm here with Coach Paul Ferguson of Columbus North, taking on Silver Creek tonight over here at Silver Creek. Coach, how's the season gotten off so far?
You know, it was a very busy start. We had 3 games over the Thanksgiving time. So we played Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, which was a lot on our kids and families. We ended the week 1-2. The record wasn't what we were hoping for, but we got better as a program, grew a little bit, so that's good.
You guys beat Seymour, I think, in your last game, didn't you?
We did, yeah. It was a real physical game, you know, one of those games where some of the things that we've been working on all week kind of came to fruition for us. We played really well, so hoping to build on that tonight.
Now, did you have, you said your first games there were with, over the Thanksgiving holiday. Did you have any football players coming out from the football team that need to get worked in and
we did,
acclimated?
Yeah. So we had 5 of our top 7 guys play football this year, which was a lot for us. And so we actually got them all back for Thanksgiving week, but they weren't really in football and basketball shape. And, you know, we had took some time to kind of get acclimated, but we had a good week of practice with them this week, and I think we're hoping to see some improvement tonight.
Now, who's your leading scorer this year so far?
Yeah, so our leading scorer is Cooper Horn, senior wing for us, about 6'3". Forget what he's at. He's at around 14 a game or something.
You guys have pretty balanced scoring. I know there's a couple other guys in there around that, just under that range as well.
Yeah. So I'd say our offense has been fairly balanced so far. No one, you know, that's really stood out necessarily. Cooper's been our leading scorer, I think, in 2 of our 3 games.
And he's a senior. That's
senior.
Yeah. Okay. So now, coming into Silver Creek, you know, they've lost quite a bit here over the last couple of years. How do you approach them as coming into this game tonight with everybody just starting to get used to what you're trying to accomplish here?
Yeah. Well, I think our mindset at the beginning of the season here is to just really not get too high when we win, don't get too low when we lose. We're trying to grow as a team, you know, and so I think that's really it's an early season matchup. I think we're 2 very comparable teams. We got to see Silver Creek play against East and Charlestown, actually, so I feel like we know them pretty well.
Okay.
And they're a good basketball team. They're physical. You know, I think they're a team, too, that's hoping to be a lot better at the end of the season than they are now.
Yeah, they had, of course, they lost the
Northern kid.
Yeah, Northern kid. I can't remember where he went, but they've got the big Hoffman kid inside. Now, do you have? I didn't get a chance to look at the roster this morning. What kind of size do you have inside?
Yeah, we're not a very big team. We're relatively small. We do have a freshman who plays for us, our 6th man right now, Drew Schieffer, who's about probably about 6'4", about 275. He's a big body.
Wow, yeah.
That's him right there.
Yes,
so
he is.
Yeah. But outside of him, not a lot of size.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Silver Creek beat East and Charlestown, if I'm not mistaken.
They did.
So
yeah.
So this will be a good test for you tonight. No question about it. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up here. Is there any comments you have or anything before the game tonight? Or
No. This is our 2nd year of the contract with Silver Creek, and it's exciting to get a chance to play in their gym. And they've got a great tradition here, and Brandon does a fantastic job. So we get to hopefully a good matchup for both of us.
Yeah, should be a good one tonight. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voinier's can handle the job. The only
A credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket. So I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return to Silver Creek High School in the pregame lead up to the Columbus North Bulldogs taking on the Dragons of Silver Creek, it's time for tonight's Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And Jeff, as we bring up our keys for Columbus North, your thoughts on what they may need to do in order to win this ball game.
Well, they've got they start 5 seniors, so they need to rely on those seniors to, especially early here in the part of the season, to get them, be leaders, be who they are, and get some of their younger players, acclimated to what's going on. They're very balanced. They don't, all their scores are somewhere between 7, 8, and 14 points a game. So that's what they need to continue to do is rely on everybody to get some points. And, so far they've been stout on defense. After 3 games, only giving up 50 points a game. So they need to keep that pressure defense on and do a good job there.
All right. Well, and as we remove their box there, let's talk about what the Silver Creek Dragons need to do.
Well, they need to push tempo. Obviously, Columbus North so far is just like to slow the ball down a little bit, and Silver Creek's averaging about 76 a game, whereas Columbus North's averaging about 49. So they need to push the tempo and try to get some easy buckets. Feed the big boy. I mean, Walker Hoffman inside. I mean, he's not only is he tall, but he's got some strength inside, and he's left-handed. And they need to push the ball down inside to him, and if he can't do anything with it, kick it back out for open 3-point shots. And then they also need to rely on Caden Oliver's been their leading scorer. Their transfer from Madison the first 2 games. He's averaging about 22 a game so far. So he needs to step up and have another big scoring game tonight for them.
Well, and it's one of those things. Coach Hoffman was. You will hear from him shortly in the pregame show, and had a chance to talk to him just a little while ago. I was commenting on the fact that they had so many players that did score, for instance, in double digits in that ball game the other night against Charlestown. The win against Charlestown, they had 4 players: Oliver, Dager, Hoffman, and Roberts, all score double digits, but very much led by Caden Oliver. And he said, it's definitely at this point, Caden Oliver's certainly their go-to guy. So they want to keep him rolling tonight.
Oh,
no
absolutely.
doubt.
Yeah, no question about it. He's gotten off to a great start, and they seem like they've gotten off to a great start shooting the ball from outside. So throw another key in there. They really need to do that again tonight as well.
Well, yes, they had 3 players all hit 3 3-point buckets in that game against Charlestown.
Wow.
So that certainly will loosen the defense up.
Yes, it will.
Quite a bit. Well, those were tonight's Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. We will step aside again. We've got a JV game here for the second night in a row that seems to be going a little bit long, so we'll have some extra time to talk about this one before the tip actually happens. But for now, let's step aside, hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors, and when we return, you will hear from Coach Brandon Hoffman of the Silver Creek Dragons on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Todd Carter alongside head coach Brandon Hoffman of the Silver Creek Dragons. 2-0 on the new season, coach, and you're what's the heartbeat of this team here early in the season? What do they look like?
I'm having a lot of fun coaching them. That's probably the thing that comes to mind. Guys, we have great team chemistry. Guys play hard. We still have a lot of youth that we're playing, so we're playing through a lot of mistakes. But I feel like we have a lot more skill than what people realize. Like we got some guys that can make plays, that can all dribble, pass, and shoot, and score in different varieties. So that makes it fun to coach as well. But yeah, I'm happy where we're at after our first 2 games. Now tonight will be a good barometer of where we're at. Columbus North is really good. Cooper Horn's one of the better players this side of Indianapolis, and they beat us last year, and they play kind of a different style than what we're used to. So I'm looking forward to seeing how tonight goes.
Looks like in the early going, good balanced scoring out of your ball club, including, I guess, last game, four kiddos in double figures. And so that's nice. A little tough to defend, too. Plus hitting from behind the arc as well. So that just goes to what you were saying. A little bit more talent maybe than, not talent, but skills than people may be giving you credit for.
Right. Well, we were getting some easy shots, too. I think our guys did a good job of finding the open guys, so we were pretty much getting horse-like shots. But we knocked them down. Anytime you can knock down 10 to 16 threes, you got a chance. I think, we did have balanced scoring, but Caden's going to be kind of our catalyst in terms of making and kind of steering the ship for us. So we'll play through him, and then we also have some other guys that can score it.
What's it mean to have somebody like Caden come over and playing for you guys, and what kind of leadership has he shown thus far in the early season?
Well, it's definitely a different scenario than what's typical, but he got here in January. Yeah. So it's not like he's a new student or new to the guys. Like he got 50 practices in with them last year, and played all summer with them. So there's a lot of familiarity with him. He gets along great with the kids, and guys love him. So in terms of him being new, it's not the case really.
Yeah, not exactly what it looks like, right? Yeah, he's been around. When your team's playing defensively like you want them to, what's that going to look like?
Well, like there's 6 or 7 of us out there, hopefully. I think that's the one thing we need to work on the most. Like I said, we're still kind of young, and we don't have that defensive stopper that we've had kind of in the past. Trey Shane or something like that, or Ty Kessinger, somebody we could just, all right, who's the other team's best player? Let's have this person guard him. Like we don't per se have that person yet. And we're playing some more zone than usual just because of the personnel we have. So I think defense, I guess the word that I want throughout the year is improving, every game. So I think that's going to kind of be the indicator if we can compete for a section or not, if we can get stops and get rebounds.
As far as this, you already touched on it a little bit about Columbus North. Just what else do you think they might throw at you this evening? Obviously, they're coming in 1-2, but like you said, they're a tough ball club for sure.
Right. Yeah, there are 2 losses. Heritage Christian and Jennings County are really good. So they play a different style, like a 1-2-2 press, 1-2-2 zone. Try to get you to kind of try to bait you into making mistakes. And they're starting 5 guards, which is kind of a matchup problem for us, where we kind of have to expose that on our end as well. So it's going to kind of be a battle of who can expose the strengths and weaknesses. So coach does a great job. Like I said, this is the second year playing them. They got us last year, so hopefully we can return the favor this year.
Sounds good. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Stay tuned for all the high school basketball action coming up on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Pre-game here at Silver Creek High School. Dr. Todd Carter, Jeff Cooper on the call with you this evening. Christian Sanchez running our camera tonight as the JV game just ended, and that contest went to Columbus North, 52-46, as the Silver Creek Dragon team at 2-0 takes the floor here, and followed quickly by you will see the Bulldogs of Columbus North. Welcome to all of you from up Columbus Way who may be tuning in to catch our ball game tonight, and we are glad that you are with us. Well, Jeff, let's spend just a few minutes talking about just a follow-up from both of those interviews. You know, the takeaways, anything in particular that jumps out that you take away from that?
Well, for Columbus North, you know, like Coach said, they've got football players coming back, you know, and they got to get them used to playing basketball, not football, you know. So you know, they may be another week or two for those guys to get into basketball shape. So you know, they mentioned that Coach Hoffman mentioned that they play a different style, a lot of 1-2-2 press and half court and full court. So they got to have to face that tonight. And based on, you know, just based on the scoring, it looks like that they really try to slow the ball down and take good shots. So, you know, that'll be a challenge because Silver Creek wants to do the opposite. You know, they want to push the ball and shoot a lot of threes. And, you know, so it'll be interesting to see how they, how both teams react to each other here. And then, you know, can Silver Creek continue the hot shooting that they've had the first couple games, you know?
Right.
Columbus North's a pretty good defensive team, so let's see how they cut those shots off. You know, you get a lot of wide open shots, and the coach said that they shared the ball very well. So if they're sharing the ball very well, you know, they're going to have to, you know, shoot the ball around and get good looks. But if those looks are challenged, you know, then we'll see how they respond.
Absolutely. Well, and Coach Hoffman said he thought this would be a bit of a barometer ball game, and so that's certainly that's great though for a team early in the season. You're 2-0. It's a Friday night. Your first sort of Friday night crowd here at Silver Creek. So that certainly is one of those things. You hope for a good atmosphere, but then you've got a tough team. And that's a good chance to find out kind of where you're at coming up here with what's coming up the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, Columbus North's a good-sized school, and it's good to mix up your schedule to play teams that play like you and teams that don't play anything like you.
Right,
you know, that's
sure.
how you get better, and teams that are picked to be pretty good. So, and you know, Columbus North's doing the same thing. You know, they're playing a school that doesn't play like them. You know, they want to try to see how they can fare against a team that pushes the ball, as opposed to playing more of a slow tempo like they do.
Well, and just looking at the upcoming schedule, both teams for the Silver Creek Dragons, they will be at Austin tomorrow, and then next Friday have a game. At North Harrison, and so that's always that was well fought game next Friday. So this is one of those test games to kind of see where they're at for that game, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, and then they've got some tough ones coming up. You know, they've got Jeff after that, then Medford, North Lawrence, and right after Christmas. They've got Clarkstown or Clarksville. I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then they'll play either Charlestown or Providence.
Yeah, that's in that holiday tournament, which we will be bringing you on that Wednesday night, that week between Christmas and New Year's. So that's something for you to circle on your calendar. That's Glycod planning to be here for that.
Providence, we know, is going to have a nice team this year.
Yeah, a lot
defending state champion,
defending state 2A champion, and certainly have a number of young guys coming back. So they should be very good. I was also just looking at the Bulldogs' upcoming schedule. So tomorrow they're at Martinsville, who, as I recall, has a pretty tough team, and then next week they've got Greenwood. And then coming up in a couple weeks, always one of those tough games, just Columbus East, because it's a rivalry game, even though Columbus North has pretty well played well in that series the last several years.
Yep.
Well, why don't we go ahead and since we do have some time here, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups, but expect that you will probably see them again here before the actual start of the ball game. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be a part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. So our starting lineups first for the Columbus North Bulldogs. They go as follows. All guards, you will notice, Luke Harmon, a 5'11 senior. Tyler Blythe, a 5'11 senior. Damon Edwards, a 6'3 senior. Ty Ferguson, coach's son, we asked and checked on that, a 6 foot senior, and a guard also. And then Cooper Horn, a 6'3 senior guard, and again, Cooper Horn really leading these Columbus North Bulldogs, and he had 14 points at their ball game at Seymour. And then for the home Silver Creek Dragons, they will go as follows. They are 2-0, and they go Hayden Garden, a 6'1 junior guard. Caden Oliver, a 6'2 senior guard. Kaysen Dager, a 6'2 freshman guard. Walker Hoffman, a 6'5 sophomore forward, and Nate Davidson, a 6'1 junior guard. So, again, the guards sort of dominating the lineup on both teams. But as we talked about, Jeff, that down low, that Walker Hoffman, that could be a wrinkle that could throw Columbus North just off a little bit with that size down inside from Hoffman.
Well, and their first sub off the bench, Columbus North, is 6'3 freshman Drew Schieffer, who goes about 270. So if Hoffman starts hurting him inside, I'm sure we'll see him early on to try to combat that. So, not necessarily quite as tall, but certainly built well enough to battle it out down there.
To muscle up and battle it up.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, again, our starting lineups presented by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. Well, I also want to just comment on that. Coach Hoffman talked about this, and so this is where I'll ask you, just in your coaching experience, and also all the basketball that you have seen over the years. Interesting. Coach Hoffman said, if we have a big, but they don't, obviously that throws a wrinkle at them on the defensive end, them being Columbus North, pardon me. But then on the, as Silver Creek comes to play defense, does that create matchup problems then, as far as for Silver Creek? Does having that big, will a guard try to pull Hoffman out, or, how will that it's always one of those things. So both teams want to sort of impose their will on the other, right?
Sure. Yes, it will cause a problem, especially, because Columbus North does have such balanced scoring. Obviously, if they're playing 5 guards, I'm sure they're going to be going a 4 or 5 out type of offense, and having to pull Hoffman out, he's going to be, they're either going to be doing a lot of switching or or he's going to be sagging back in the lane. He's going to leave somebody open.
Yep.
So yes, no, it definitely causes issues. Generally, when you're a smaller team, you want to push the ball and beat the big down the floor. But that's not really their style. So they are going to have to pull him out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, we are going to step aside for a couple and a half minutes to hear from some of our great Glycod sponsors. And then when we return, I think we'll go back over the keys to the game briefly as we count down to the tip-off. The JV game, again, that contest won by the Columbus North Bulldogs 52-46, but that went a bit long. And so we're going to be a little bit late getting to our tip, about 10 minutes away, but stay tuned, and we'll bring you all the action tonight on Glycod.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket. So I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker. And I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Pre-game here at Silver Creek High School on Glycod as we await Columbus North and Silver Creek to tip it off. The JV game, the contest again won by Columbus North, went a little bit long. So if you are just tuning in, expecting to catch us about halfway through the first quarter, we are still in the in pregame. Both teams warming up. So we're going to take this opportunity to touch back upon our keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And for Columbus North, Jeff, we talked about senior leadership. They're starting five seniors, and that certainly is something that's nice, especially against a team like Silver Creek that's got some youth, including a freshman who will be starting. And then we talked about maintaining that team balance and playing defense, and especially they played very tough defense in their 3 games, even with the 2 losses. So just giving up 50 points a game, and considering that Silver Creek is averaging almost 74 a game on offense, playing that tough defense will be key tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and see, having 5 seniors start, their experience, they know the ropes, how they want to play their defense. So when you come in with the big freshman inside, it'll change a little bit. But that can, again, what we talked about, how's it going to affect, if you bring him in and they take Hoffman out for whatever reason, somebody's got to guard him, but he's a freshman, so he's still learning the ropes too.
Right.
And but yeah, this is a very experienced team that's not going to have any issues knowing what to expect.
Absolutely. Well, okay, so let's go ahead and take just a moment to talk about the Silver Creek Dragons. So we talked about them wanting to push the tempo, and that's certainly, they want to get to that average, that 73 average, rather than down around 50 where Columbus North wants them to play, and then feeding Hoffman inside, and then keep Caden Oliver scoring. Oliver having a good couple of ball games in the early going here.
And it's important to, Hoffman needs to score inside, but if they're double teaming him or whatever they're doing down there, he needs to kick the ball out. If they're playing a 1-2-2 defense and they're shooting a lot of threes, what they may end up wanting to do, maybe not, is instead of having like a 1-2-2 set, go more to a 3-2 set. And that means your bottom people have really got to cover the corners. The trick to that defense, whether it's a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, is to keep the ball out of the middle. And if they do a good job keeping the ball out of the middle, then Silver Creek's not going to get as many open looks. So the trick to the key to that defense is protecting the middle and covering the corners. And if you've got good three-point shooters, spread it out a little bit and keep a hand up on those shooters outside.
Well, Coach Hoffman talked about the Dragons being able to get some great looks in that ball game against Charlestown the other night, and again they had four players scoring double figures, led by Oliver, Caden Oliver, with 23 points, hitting 3 3-pointers. Kason Dager with 15. He had another 3 3-pointers. Walker Hoffman had 12 inside. Kyle Roberts had 11 points, and he had 3 3-pointers. So they certainly were dead-eye for him outside. I believe Coach said they were 10 for 16 from 3. So that certainly
that will win you a lot of games.
It certainly will. It just deflating for a defense too. If you play good defense and think you've got things pretty well locked down, and somebody kicks out, especially if it happens 2-3 plays, a couple plays in a row. I'm not sure of the flow of that game, but you get a couple of those plays in a row, and it certainly does loosen things up defensively. So
no question about it. And you mentioned Kyle Roberts. He's still limited in how much he can play. He tore his knee up last year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's limited to about 16 minutes a game. I think
that's what the scorer said. He was expecting to only play about 16 minutes tonight. So,
and once he gets more rounding into shape, that'll give Silver Creek another weapon to go to.
Yeah, the junior Kyle Roberts certainly has been I was again. Just talking before the game with several folks here from Silver Creek. They're just saying he really can score the ball.
Yeah, I remember from last year. I think he got hurt in like the first or second game last year.
I believe so.
And that really hurt Silver Creek last year.
Well, again, those were the keys to the game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And I'm sorry, Jeff, I believe I cut you off. You had one more thought there.
No, we're good. We're good.
Well, as the 2-minute horn sounds there, let's go ahead and once more take a look at these starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. And they go as follows for the Bulldogs: Luke Harmon, Tyler Blythe, Damon Edwards, Ty Ferguson, and Cooper Horn. All guards, and as we have already talked about, all seniors. Then for the home Dragons, Hayden Garton, a 6'1" junior guard. Caden Oliver, that senior guard we were just speaking of, leading scorer, 6'2", senior guard. Kason Dager, 6'2", freshman guard. Walker Hoffman, 6'5" sophomore, and Nate Davidson, a 6'1" junior guard. And then we're expecting that for the Bulldogs, they're probably six-man will be Drew Schieffer off the bench at 6'3" center freshman, and then for the Dragons, we expect that Kyle Roberts will probably play his 16 minutes, and so he won't start, but will certainly be counted on for some scoring. All right, as the clock ticks down, those, again, were our starting lineups presented by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. Well, we will step away one last time and hear from some more of our great sponsors here on Glycod. And when we come back, we will have the tip for this ball game between the Bulldogs of Columbus North and the Dragons of Silver Creek. Come on back for all of it here on Glycod.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug-Free Communities and Our Place.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our community since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security. Now, courtside for all the action of Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to Silver Creek High School, you're just in time to catch part of the hype video and the light show as the Silver Creek Dragons are being introduced here to the home crowd. Last year, the Dragons lost at Columbus North 52-35 in their game December 3rd, 2021. And that was the only time these two teams have met.
Starting lineup
Should introduce ourselves. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Jeff Cooper, our analyst for this evening, statistician as well. Christian Sanchez running the camera for us this evening from here at Silver Creek. And nice to have Christian back on the camera. He worked for us several times, many times during the football season.
Standing 6'6", a sophomore. Hoffman, number 13, Walker Hoffman.
And one great thing about this is it's inside. We're not outside freezing our tails off in football.
That's right. Unlike a couple weeks ago at Pleasure Ridge Park High School. Good ball game, but cold night for certain.
It took my feet an hour to warm up.
That sounds about right. Yeah. I told Christian actually earlier that's the nice thing about basketball. It's generally quite comfortable inside. So as you heard from the Silver Creek Dragons there with their introduction, the lights go back on as we will have Walker Hoffman and Cooper Horn to tip the ball up here. And it will be time for basketball.
Looking forward to it, partner.
And there we go. Horn tips to the backcourt. Luke Harmon controls. And so Columbus North on the attack. Dumps the ball down in low. That was Blythe, but they certainly are moving it around.
Yeah. They're running kind of a 5-out, flashing people to the middle.
You're going to be looking for Cooper Horn. 20 is leading scorer, but we'll try to touch on everybody. That was Edwards with it. The shot up by Harmon and a three.
Harmon, assist Blythe.
There's your 2-2-1.
And we'll see how that affects the Dragons on offense. And it sure does, causing a turnover.
Well, that's your freshman, first varsity, not first varsity game, but first varsity season. And the defense caught him off guard a little bit there.
So early 3-0 lead here.
So Creek went man-to-man on their first possession. Now they're in the 2-3 zone here.
That was Ferguson with the ball out high. Now dumped it down low. Edwards back to Ferguson. He'll shoot the three short off the iron, but the ball rebounded up and in by Harmon. He's got 5 in the early going.
Harmon found right place, right time there.
In the corner, 3 ball may have been, that was Kason Dager. That might have been tipped, and then we got 3 players on the floor, and that didn't look comfortable for anybody involved.
No.
So jump ball called, and possession arrow will go to the Creek.
And Kyle Roberts comes in almost immediately.
Substitution.
So Kason Dager comes out, and Kyle Roberts checks in.
Substitution Kyle Roberts for the Creek.
So Hayden Garten pitches over to Caden Oliver. So Oliver brings it across timeline and works into the offense. Into this corner. And 3-point field goal for Oliver.
Well, they got the ball in the middle, and that's where you kill it.
So 3-all in the early going. Cross-court pass to Ferguson. Down low, finds a cutting Horn, and offensive foul.
Nice job setting up to take the charge there.
So Cooper Horn.
Offensive foul number 20, Cooper Horn, his first, team's first.
Whistled for that in the early going. Garten looks to get it in to Oliver against this press. Stays in the backcourt. Also back there is Davidson.
More of a man look this time.
That's Davidson with it now. Puts it back out to Oliver. Now around the horn. Roberts thought about it, but gave it up instead as Oliver looks to reset.
This look is more of a 3-2 as opposed to a 1-2-2. They've got the guards kind of spread out a little bit here.
Silver Creek definitely being patient here. As Robert shoots the three, that one won't go, and whistle, and off the hands of Blue. So it will be ball back to Silver Creek. They'll get another chance here. Davidson comes to trigger the ball in, gets it right underneath the Hoffman bucket and the harm.
What a nice play there. Hoffman went up strong with his right hand there.
Basketball for Hoffman. Foul.
So Damon Edwards with the foul. And Hoffman heads to the free throw line for the and one.
Schieffer's in there to kind of combat that.
Ball off, was not able to give Silver Creek the early lead. Oh, nice pass on the baseline, back out and into the hands of Harmon, who took that shot, couldn't get it to go, and then trying to rush the ball up the sidelines as Harmon stepped in the passing lane, knocked that ball into the third row.
Yeah, he didn't sulk after missing the shot. He got back and tried to play defense there. You always like to see that.
So ball to Oliver there in the backcourt, bring across timeline. Now Roberts with it between circles. Gives it back up to Oliver. Trying to get it inside to Hoffman. Nice move there. Can't get it to go. Knocked it away from his own man, I believe. Ball out of bounds, but again, off of Blue.
Silver Creek, number 22, Cam Wheeler.
So, again, they got the ball in the middle. Hoffman turned, had a good-looking shot.
Hoffman checks to the sideline, and Cam Wheeler checks into the ball game. Oh, it was a design play, but unfortunately thrown right into the hands of Ty Ferguson. And we've got a whistle.
Silver Creek foul number 2, Caden Oliver, his first, team's first.
Caden Oliver, that foul out at about half court.
Frustration foul there after making the turnover. Creek back in the man here.
That's Schieffer working it down low and passes out of the post back to Blythe. Through the hands of Harmon. Into the hands of Horn. He got down low. Nice pass and bucket there.
Basket by number 2, Harmon.
And that was Harmon. He's got 7 in the early going.
All 7.
All 7, you're right.
Mr. Harmon here is decided he's going to take over scoring tonight.
He's got his eyes on the Mac Construction most outstanding player of the night is what he's looking at.
Absolutely.
Ball quickly up the floor. Finds Roberts in the corner for 3. That one off near iron. Down into the hands of Horn. Now Harmon back and around. Ferguson dumps it to Schieffer. Schieffer gives it up. That's Blythe. Looks to drive. Passes out of it. Finds Ty Ferguson, coach's son, for 3.
Assist Blythe.
And quickly the lead blooms to 6.
That's good ball movement there. Is getting an open look, knocking it down.
Trap comes on the sideline. Kaysen Dager, but a little push.
His first, team's third. Substitution.
That's going to go against Ty Ferguson. So Silver Creek with back on offense, trailing by 6. Want to stop the bleeding here if possible. 3-point shot up.
3-point basket, Dager.
And that's
Well, Dager's got some range.
Yep.
My goodness.
Sure does. So Dager with the 3.
Quick release, too.
Schieffer there. Back to Ferguson. Harmon also for 3. Nails it.
I would say if you're Silver Creek, you might want to find out where that young man is because he's already nailed 2 of them.
That's Davidson. Gives it up. Back to Oliver. Ball taken away on this near side. Just taken away from Garten. Schieffer working the post and waved off there. Cam Wheeler with the defense. And just a little too much body, a little too much shove.
That was an outstanding up and under move there. Not really under, but per se, but really nice move there by Schieffer.
Blythe comes to the sideline. Oh, ball inside. Horn just couldn't get it to fall. Garten cleans up the rebound.
Ooh, we'd like to have that one back.
Oliver at the other end, shoots the 3, nails it.
3 threes for each team so far.
Hey, Oliver.
Oliver with 6, both of them 3-pointers. And on the other end, draining the 3 is Luke Harmon.
Wow. They're just knocking them down all over the place. You hit one, I hit one too.
Davidson, that's an up and under move,
yep.
And draws the foul. Doesn't get the bucket, but gets to go to the line for 2.
They kind of bailed him out there. He had no chance of hitting a shot there. But good hard take.
Substitutions for the Bulldogs, number 3, Tyler Blythe, Kyle Roberts for 3.
Davidson hits the first of the free tosses. Eyes the second. Hard off back iron. That was Blythe, who's checked back into the game. Comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, Edwards from Columbus North has 2 fouls.
Schieffer ends up giving it to Ferguson. Ferguson from the free throw line knocks down the 2.
They do a lot of backdoor cuts on their offense and high screens.
Ferguson with 5, and calling for it was Cam Wheeler, and then he missed from point blank range. Horn wants to take advantage, goes to the other end, lays it up and in, no call.
Yeah, good non-call there.
And a timeout. Silver Creek takes a timeout, so we will take a brief timeout as well. As we return, we have Columbus North 21, Silver Creek 12. Come on back for more on Glycod.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return, a turnover by Silver Creek on the inbounds, just enough pressure to force that turnover. Coach Hoffman, quite honestly, couldn't quite believe it. And now we've got a timeout from the Bulldogs. So we will use this brief opportunity to go ahead and take another quick break ourselves. 21-12, 55 seconds left in the first.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
(21-12), just under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Columbus North with the ball. That's Ty Ferguson. Looks to drive it. Gives it up, Blythe, and now in the hands of Harmon. Harmon drives it. And the bucket and the foul.
Wow, I didn't think they would do that. I thought they'd hold it for the last shot there.
Foul number 33, Davidson.
He saw just enough daylight of a lane that he went right after it.
Mr. Harmon's having him a night here.
He got 16 in the first quarter. Misses that, but then the rebound comes off to Ferguson, and he's fouled.
Wow. Now, if Columbus North in the first quarter here has reached about half of what they score during a game, Coach Hoffman can't like that. They're hot shooting for sure. And they maintain this type of lead. Be tough on Silver Creek because they'll control the ball.
So 23-12, our score on the scoreboard as Ferguson missed the first and pops home the second. So Columbus North doubling up the Dragons at this point. Garton gets it across timeline, but into trouble and ends up being off of Luke Harmon there on the far sideline.
Got to stay out of that corner where you get trapped.
Oh, trying to throw the ball into backcourt. Blythe steps in the passing lane and cuts it off. And Blythe lays it in. Davidson to Dager. Down, that's Roberts. That shot was partially blocked, but Hoffman cleans it up. 3 seconds to go here. Ferguson looks to shoot. Long two at the buzzer. Does not go. So as we go to the second period, our score, Columbus North 26 and Silver Creek 14. Come on back for that second quarter action here on Glycod.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Second quarter action upcoming here on Glycod. And Jeff, what did you see in that first quarter that you liked and maybe didn't like?
Nothing to dislike from Columbus North. They were 10 out of 14 from the floor, including 4 out of 6 from three. And, for Silver Creek, a few too many turnovers and not quite the shooting that they've had recently, but still a lot of game to play.
All right, well, we are back underway here. Second quarter action. And that was Horn, knocks down the two.
They're now 11 out of 15 from the floor. Wow.
That was Cooper Horn's first bucket of the night.
Yeah.
By my tally.
I believe you're right.
Trying to get the ball inside to Hoffman. That defense smothering. Horn comes out with it. Goes to the other end. Gives it up nicely to Ferguson, who will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Roberts, good foul there. Make sure you don't get hit the shot.
Well, we talked about tempo, and I was thinking that Columbus North would want to try to slow things down a little bit. I was mistaken. Nope. Even though
that's their MO, but they're not doing it. And a lot of the facts, Silver Creek's not getting back on defense, and they're not defending the 3 well. So I mean, if you're a coach, you got to get open shot, take it, and that's what they're doing, and they're knocking them down.
So Columbus North folks coming in their first 3 games, averaging 49.3 points per game, and they've already got 30 here. Just not even a minute gone in the second quarter.
They've certainly been impressive.
See if Oliver can right the ship here. Gives it up to Roberts. Davidson finds Oliver at the free throw line. He moves it to the elbow and shoots off front iron. And Blythe comes down with the rebound. Ferguson looks to drive, gets inside, double team comes, spins out of it, and manages to find the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, they're not being patient at all, but they're getting great looks.
Davidson thought about the 3, takes it in, shoots the runner, can't get it to fall. Ball tipped a couple of times, comes down to Harmon, and quickly ahead. Ferguson for 3 off the front iron. Down, though, to Harmon. Harmon, finds Horn. Horn with a pretty behind-the-back pass. And Blythe couldn't get it to go down, and then a foul.
That was nice. If he'd have knocked that down, man, that might have been a dagger early.
Substitution Cam Wheeler and Hayden
That first 3 that shot that trip, that's the first time they've actually rushed a shot. That wasn't really a great look. That's a look you could have gotten any time.
Garten gets the ball into Oliver. Here comes the defense. Davidson quickly ahead. Cam Wheeler. So down underneath. Davidson shoots the 3. Rattles off. Down to Horn.
North doing a much better job on the defensive glass here lately.
That's Schieffer back in the ball game. And there's Horn. Oh, Horn, pretty shot there.
Coach Hoffman has seen enough of this.
So, timeout for Silver Creek, and with the timeout on the floor, we will take a brief timeout as well. Come on back for more second quarter action here on Glycon.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
As we return to Silver Creek High School, Jeff, that's one of those put on your coach's cap. What are you thinking? Coach Hoffman was saying there during that timeout.
Boys,
vehemently, I'm sure.
You got to defend better.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to stop turning the ball over, and you've got to get back on defense, and you've got to defend better. It doesn't matter whether they've been, they're the zone or the man-to-man. They're not playing either one of them very well right now. Obviously, because Columbus North shooting 13 out of 19 from the floor.
So Silver Creek back on offense. That's Milliner in the middle. He's just checked in the ball game, 42 for the Creek. Oliver with it out high, works against this zone.
Columbus North is solid on defense, too.
This is one of the better half-court zones I've seen in a while.
You guys keep it out of the middle. It's the key.
Yep. Ball got worked into the middle, but then a hand in the face changed that shot up, and another empty trip.
But it was a dribble into the middle, and it was not easy.
Schiefer hits the bucket there.
I can't believe this.
36-14. I'm a little shocked myself, to be real honest with you.
I am too. Not at all what we expected.
Dager dumps it off to Milner and then back to Dager.
There's the flash in the middle. That's where they're going to have to get the ball. Middle to corner, middle out.
And Wheeler comes to the ball. Now to the corner. Garten takes it inside. Can't get the shot to go. Gets his own board. Second chance. Won't go. And a foul on the floor.
Somebody gave up baseline there. Probably Mr. Schiefer there.
That was Ferguson with the foul.
Shooting foul at the line.
That's a big no-no.
So Cameron Wheeler will okay, no, not a shooting foul.
I think it was.
Both teams were shooting bonus.
So next foul will put the team in the next team in the bonus. Both teams with 6 fouls. And Wheeler, he was fouled there. He will get to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think that's 2 on Harmon now, too.
Foul number 2, Luke Harmon. His second team.
You are correct.
Shooting 2.
So Wheeler will go to the line. The 6'3" senior gets the shooter's roll on the first.
Get them off the side, man. They've been scored in ages.
Second goes as well. So 20-point lead for Columbus North. And Columbus North pretty well having their way here, Jeff.
Yes, they are.
Got the ball down inside. That was Damon Edwards. And he's fouled.
Yeah, that's 3 on him now. That was a frustration foul.
I'm sorry, I said he's fouled, and he committed the foul. I misspoke. I apologize.
His third, team 8th at the line, Cam Wheeler.
So with the Dragons in the bonus.
Good way to get back in the game when the clock stopped.
Has Wheeler eye it, fly it, knock it home. And he will have a second go now.
See if they put any pressure on him here. No, they're not.
Knocks that one home, too.
It's hard to pressure a team with 5 guards.
Cooper Horton, cross timeline. Works it down inside. Schiefer down there. He's fouled. And that will put the Bulldogs in blue in the bonus as well. But Schiefer with 1 bucket on the evening. Gets the shooter's roll on the first of the free throws.
I'd more call that a roll than a shooter's roll, I think.
I'm sorry?
I'd call that more of just a regular roll than a shooter's roll.
Okay, fair enough.
Although it really didn't look bad until it got to the rim.
Got to the rim.
That looked good.
That looked good, yep.
That looked good. That's a talented young man right there.
We may have to have more information in our survey to know if that was actually a shooter's roll or not. Is that more fair? As at the offensive end, Kyle Roberts puts the ball up, and he is fouled.
Foul number 41, Drew Schiefer.
Starting to remind me of that JV game, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Both teams getting a little game's getting a little choppy.
So Roberts eyes, that one rolls in.
Substitution, Silver Creek.
That's Roberts' first point of the night. Eyes the second.
Violation.
And violation. So that waved off. Does not count. So 38-19. Bulldogs doubling up the Dragons here in this first half.
Silver Creek's gone to a little 3-2 of themselves there. Excuse me.
Ferguson right in the seam there. Pop back out. No, ball reversed. Dumped down to Schieffer, passes out of it, and it's tipped. Roberts ends up with it, comes to the other end, and gets the roll.
Boy, that was a tough shot. Cooper Horn played that about as well as he could there.
And on the other end, Blythe can't get it to go. Hoffman comes down with the rebound. So the Creek with 2:45 here in the second with a chance to maybe chip away. Roberts.
Yep, they cut it to 15 now. You can't get it all back at once. They just have to knock a few off here and there. They're starting to get better look at the shooters here defensively.
Roberts quickly with 5. It's like the free throw sort of unlocked the basket for him. Blythe from the corner buries it.
3-point field goal, Blythe. Assist Harmon.
Man.
And that quiets the crowd a bit.
Yeah. Cut them off, and then they hit another 3.
Oliver definitely has been quiet thus far.
Yeah, definitely.
Cross-court pass. Hayden Garden takes it inside against Schieffer. Couldn't quite get the roll. Schieffer comes down with it. Running the floor
back.
well is Horn, and he's fouled by Garten. His first.
It's really surprising how Columbus North is just, they're taking every opportunity to push the ball.
Well, and I said, I guess it's just because Columbus North has scored the ball so well. I said Caden Oliver had been quiet, but he's got 2 3-point buckets. It just, they were in the first quarter, and it's been such a team.
He's taking a couple tough twos down here in the middle
Yep.
and knock them down.
Yep.
They're not giving them clean looks at the 3. I mean, they have hit 3 threes, but they've had very few clean looks at anything.
Horn knocks down both free throws.
They've been really effective getting on driving on the baseline here. So if North has one complaint, it'd be do a better job cutting the baseline off.
And
that should have been a foul there.
That was a good look from E.J. Milner, but couldn't get it to go. Horn on the other end pushes it. He misses the layup at the rim. Oliver brings it across timeline. Wise to feel that man behind him. He'll shoot the 3. No, 2-point basket. My fault.
That's a big shot. Might him get going now.
Got some scores coming in, so we'll try to get the ticker up and going at halftime. And Schieffer misses on the 3, and then foul Nate Davidson. That's his 3rd.
That wasn't a bad-looking 3.
No, just rimmed out. Yep. Bryce Henderson checks in the ball game. As Milner takes a seat. And Davidson went to the bench as well. Ball tipped up and around, but Walker comes down with it. And
I have seen that happen more in the last few years than it ever happened. Just not being aware of where you are on the court.
And a timeout by Silver Creek, so we will take a timeout as well. When we return, our score, the Columbus North Bulldogs 43 and the Silver Creek Dragons 23. Come on back for more second quarter action here on Glycod.
Tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
(43-23) with under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Columbus North with the ball.
Bringing that 3-2 up to half court.
Cross-court path. Gets it. Harmon and inside Schieffer. Working against Hoffman. Double team comes. And Columbus North gets out to reset. Oh, ball tipped away into the hands of Oliver and ahead. Oh, hammered from behind was Kason Dager. He will go to the line for two.
Did they call it on Horn or Schieffer?
Columbus North foul, number 20.
That goes against Cooper Horn. Second.
At the line, Dager, 2 shots.
I definitely thought it was a foul. I'm not sure what the complaint is. It was
double bonus now for the Silver Creek Dragons. Dager couldn't get that first one to go, though. Second, wishes home. (43-26).
I do think they'll hold it for one here.
That was Harmon passing out of that. Gets it to Horn. Horn drives it inside. Draws the contact. That's offensive free. Foul.
Nice job there by Garten.
So Cooper Horn commits his third. He'll come to the sideline. Philip McKinley checks in the ball game.
Got to get one up in a hurry here.
1 second, and at the buzzer, it will not go. So our halftime score, Columbus North 43, Silver Creek 26. Stay tuned for the halftime show here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes. Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to priority radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to priority radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks. Before I could even start a treatment, I was able to get what I needed right away.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union. For banking and financial services that are centered around you, visit Centra.org.
As we return to halftime here on Glycod, Columbus North leading Silver Creek 43-26, and the Columbus North Bulldogs being led by 16 points from Luke Harmon, who had just a whale of a first quarter. And unless I'm mistaken, he had all 16 of those in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken,
I think you're right.
Including the first at least 7 points for the Bulldogs. Well, let's go ahead and put up the team statistics here for both teams, and Jeff can run you through those. These brought to you by Centra Credit Union. First half stats brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Jeff?
Well, starts out with Columbus North. I mean, they were 15 out of 25 from the floor for 60%. They were 5 of 11 from 3 for 45%. And that percentage dropped. I think they missed their last 3 or 4. They got out to a really hot start there. 8 out of 11 from the line. They had 11 rebounds, 9 on the defensive end, and 5 turnovers. For Silver Creek, not shooting well tonight so far. 8 out of 23 for 35%, including 3 out of 9 from 33%. 7 out of 10 from the free throw line. 10 rebounds, 6 defensive, and 7 turnovers. So the shooting, of course, the big story here. 10 out of 14 from the floor for 2-point range for North, and they're just shooting the ball exceptionally well. And a combination of having wide open looks and beating the Creek down the floor a little bit here. They upped their defense there a little bit here when it got to 34-14, and Coach Hoffman called a timeout. I think the defense picked up a little bit there, and the looks weren't as clean, especially from 3-point range.
Well, it's the it's one of those things that really the Columbus North defense, I thought, was really pretty stellar. Then that field goal percentage by Silver Creek certainly gives some credence to that, as that 35% for the Creek, certainly not what they would want to shoot to be in this ball game here come towards the end. So.
Well, especially the way Columbus North has shot the ball. I mean, that's why they're down 17. I mean, again, second half might change, but that 3-2 defense, if you're not used to seeing it and practice against it every day, it can be tricky. We played a lot of 3-2 defense, and sometimes you would if your team was a good outside shooting team, you bring your upper wings in and make it more of a 1-2-2. And sometimes you would, if you had a really good shooting team, you'd spread them out sometimes even further. And you could always bring it up to half court and trap out of it too. And if you're not used to seeing it and know to get that ball in the middle, it's tough defense to play against.
All right. Well, we are going to jump aside, and as we do, we will continue with halftime. Both teams will be headed out here shortly, and we'll have a second half for you. Certainly, the Silver Creek fans here in attendance hope that these Creekers can make a run back at Columbus North. But in either case, we will be here to bring you the second half. So that is upcoming here on Glycod.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone on their back and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
(43-26) our score as halftime is about to wrap up. And are you looking to improve your career? Globe in New Albany is seeking pipe fitters, welders, and laborers starting at $16 an hour, plus benefits. Call 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com. That's 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com.
Well, I got excited there until you mentioned welding and stuff, and
that sounded pretty good.
Sounded
up
pretty
until
good
then, huh?
until it actually involves something that takes a technical skill to do.
Okay. You're a fabulous statistician and producer, though.
Well, thank you, but they would keep me as far away from those welding things. I guarantee you, I would.
Is it? The thing is, my thought there is, whenever I super glue something, I get my fingers stuck together. So what do you do with them when you weld? That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good. Here we go. Second half underway. Silver Creek with the ball. as we get going. And Walker Hoffman point blank look, but can't get it to go. Horn comes down with the rebound.
He kind of threw that up there instead of shooting it.
And, what an up and under move there from Luke Harmon. He came out of there wondering, why couldn't he get that? Then Ferguson has it squirt 3. He was taking on 3 Dragons. Now,
come up. Somebody's got to help him. There you go.
Oliver comes to save Dager there. Davidson now in the corner, and that was Garton, and he couldn't get the ball to fall.
He was open over there for about 30 seconds before they threw him the ball. All right. Silver Creek in a 2-2-1, and they have just done exactly what you should do on it. Throw over it.
Now Silver Creek back in their half-court defense as Columbus North goes to work on offense. And stepping up is Harmon. He can't get that one to fall, though. Off the rim to the left. Chased down by Garton. So still 43-26, the same as our halftime score.
That was a nice play there.
Now back down at the other end. Long one wouldn't go, but the short one would.
Rebound basket, Edwards.
Edwards with the rebound basket.
Correction,
Blythe.
Oh, it's Blythe. Yes, I'm sorry. I listened to the public address announcer as well instead of remembering what the number was. Hoffman hits from point blank range at the dish.
Substitution for Silver Creek, Cam Wheeler.
Wheeler checks in for Hoffman.
Got to do a better job on the baseline if you're Columbus North there. That's about 3 or 4 times now they've gotten by the corner defender. You should try to funnel your guy there to the middle, not let him go baseline. Nice.
Long range shot buried there.
3-point basket, Blythe.
That one was Blythe.
Edwards, hockey assist to Harmon.
Back to a 20-point lead.
That was great ball movement there.
That was it.
Basket, Wheeler. Assist, Davidson.
Good pump fake there by Wheeler, getting the defenders in the air.
His first couple of the night. Harmon at 16.5 gets it over to Horn, shoots the long one. That won't go, and then Oliver just about had his pocket pick. Coach's son, Ferguson, there being heady with it. Oh, tough shot from Oliver. Just won't go. Then a whistle on the rebound. Let's see. Body language says that's against the blue. Yep. Blythe.
Kyle Roberts for Silver Creek.
Roberts checks in the game for Garton.
Need a bucket here for sure.
Into Oliver. Dumping it down low. Roberts, and the foul comes. Is that Blythe again? No, that's number 5. Damon Edwards.
He put his hands up in the air, but that's not what he did. He shoved him in the back as soon as he caught the ball.
Foul number 5, Damon Edwards.
I've got him for 4. Let's see if that's correct.
That is
yes.
correct.
Substitution, Drew Schieffer for the Dogs.
Oh, as Cooper Horn steps into lane and then on the give and go, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that should have been an and one. He fell right in under him on that.
Dager to Davidson, and then Davidson with the travel.
Yeah, that's got to stop. That's already 3 turnovers this half now on Silver Creek. If they're going to have any chance of coming back here, they've got to quit turning the ball over.
All right, Ferguson looks to drive it, gets it in traffic, draws the foul. He will go to the line for 2. See who that's against. That was Cam Wheeler.
Yep.
I think it's his second. It is.
At the line, Ty Ferguson shooting 2.
Ferguson just glided right in there and no one stepped in front of him.
Coach's son with 9 thus far on the contest.
I mean, the best offense you can have is taking the ball to the basket. If nobody stops you, go all the way, draw the foul. Nothing but good things generally can happen if you don't charge. Which just means you got to know when to pull up.
Oliver looks to drive baseline, flirts with that line. Boy, he couldn't get it to go. Wheeler popped it up. Oliver popped it up. Horn comes down with it for Blue. And then into the hands of Harmon. He splashes that one home.
I think that's a dagger there, Todd. I really do.
Oh, was that Horn? No, that was assist to Horn. It was Harmon.
It was Harmon, yeah.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Rebound basket by Wheeler there for Silver Creek.
He got fouled on the initial shot. They didn't call it there.
And Ferguson steps right up there from the free throw line.
Still shooting a high percentage.
Hayden Garden lays it up and in.
Yeah, I think Silver Creek has come to the conclusion that they are not going to be able to press them.
Schieffer, finds Blythe underneath, and he just couldn't hit from point-blank range. I was ready to put that one in the points column.
I think everyone was.
Including Blythe.
Yeah.
And taken away by Horn. Cooper Horn ahead. Blythe lays this one in, though.
Basket. Blythe. Assist Cooper Horn.
That's it. This team is very impressive to me.
Foul number 3, Tyler Blythe. Substitution, Nate
Davidson and Bryce Henderson check in the ball game for Silver Creek.
The way they move the ball, the way they defend, the way they've shot the ball tonight. How did they lose their first 2 games?
And that was Henderson. Just couldn't get the ball to go down. Maybe it's what we were talking about in the pregame there, Jeff. Maybe tough chance getting some of these football players kind of into the basketball mode or just coming together.
Yeah, he said 5 of their top 7 were football players. Look at that move.
Nice shot there from Schieffer.
The big fella with a jump hook.
Garden on the other end. And he will go to the line for 2. See who that's against.
Should be on Schieffer.
That is on Schieffer, yep. His second.
When he gets you with the body, you know it.
So Garten eyes the first of the free tosses, knocks it home.
And for Silver Creek, number 2, Caden Oliver.
They've done a good job on Oliver tonight.
They sure have. Got him for 8.
Another good thing that 3-2, if you play it right, you shut penetration off with it.
And ball tipped out of bounds there into the front row.
Now Silver Creek has gotten all their penetration. Any that they've gotten has been coming from the baselines. Up top, no, you're not getting any at all.
That's Ferguson with it, crosses timeline. And then has it taken away. Hayden Garten ahead quickly, and a bucket there from Oliver.
First turnover of the second half for North.
Wow, with almost 6 minutes, or over 6 minutes gone, in the quarter. Nice pass there down to Horn.
Yes, sir,
puts it up and in.
He did a good job letting the defense go by.
Davidson corrals that cross-court pass and then just loses the handle. Henderson comes up with it, though. Gets it to Oliver. Looks to drive. Has to back it back out. It's that trap. Oof, nearly thrown away. And Oliver gets run over and a no call. That ball was 3/4 of the way down, though, and popped back out.
Well, I guess the question is, did he put his leg out and draw the contact that
well,
way?
and that could be. I didn't. I should have probably could have possibly hit replay there. I've got a few replays for you to show you at the end of the ball game, but didn't think to hit that till too late. We might have been able to get a look. Ball in and shot out by Dager.
He's got a very quick release. All right, back to the 3-2 zone again.
A couple of three-point buckets for Dager tonight. Cam Wheeler stepping in the passing lane there, knocking that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good play there.
Bulldogs will get a chance to reset under their own basket. And a timeout on the floor. So a timeout on the floor for the Bulldogs. We will take a brief timeout as well. Come on back for more here in just a few moments on Glycod.
Cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever. The Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
(63-41) with 35 seconds left, and a shot up and in by Edwards.
Back to him, back to him, back to him.
In the corner, Dager can't get it to go. I keep wanting to say Dagger by Dager, but it's just it. I forgot that I didn't make it think of it the first time, and he hadn't hit a three since.
And now you've ruined it.
I've ruined it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Have to save that for when we've got the Creek, maybe at the holiday tournament coming up over the break. And at the buzzer there, Luke Harmon couldn't get the shot to fall. So as we head to the fourth quarter, our score, Columbus North 65, Silver Creek 41. Come on back for more here on Glycod.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
As we return for fourth quarter action here, Columbus North over Silver Creek, 65-41. And Columbus North back with the ball.
They're going to try to trap here when they can, but I think Columbus North will do very well with that.
And the three up won't fall, but cleaned up by Edwards. Edwards adds two more to that total. And then Hoffman with the offensive foul.
Looked like he lost his balance just a little bit there, and it caused him to charge.
Offensive foul number 13, Walker Hoffman. His second. Team second of the half.
And drive there by Horn. Can't get it to fall. Cleaned up by Davidson. Oliver trying to find Dager. Back to Oliver. Gets in traffic. Gets it over to Roberts. Roberts can't get the shot to go down. And Edwards cleans it up.
One more.
Harmon has been much quieter in this. There's Ferguson, though.
Yep, they're more balanced here in the second half.
Sure are.
It's everybody.
We're referring to the 16-point first half performance, folks, of Luke Harmon. He's just been held to 3 here in the second. Oliver looks to drive. In traffic there, a little body gets shot up. Roberts cleans it up and gets it to go in, and then a whistle after.
Timeout.
Is there a timeout on the floor?
Yes.
Oh, there's a player down.
Oh, yeah. Is that Roberts?
Well, we will go ahead and I don't think that was official. Was it an official timeout? I don't believe so. So we'll step away here for a brief moment, though. When we return, Columbus North 69, Silver Creek 43 here on Glycol.
Tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobbs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Full timeout, Silver Creek.
And a full timeout is taken by Silver Creek. So we again will step away and take advantage of that and be back with the score, 69-43 here in the fourth quarter on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
(69-43). Kyle Roberts was the player that went down there for the Silver Creek Dragons. He was wearing a knee brace and just coming back off an injury, but he did get up and motivate off the floor. I believe the trainer may still be looking at him, but
he went back to
the locker room or trainer's room.
Yeah.
But it was good to see him get up and move under his own power there.
That young man's been through injuries here. Let's hope he's all right.
Ball quickly into front court. And Columbus North, finds the flashing Ferguson offensive foul.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. It was probably the right call, but I didn't see where Garton had set up down there.
And I apologize, there was no bucket there, but I had missed the score there a second ago. So, no, I didn't. Okay, they gave him the bucket. That's what it was. Okay, they gave him a bucket, and now they're scorers trying to get the The score figured out there on the scoreboard here for us. We've got it right, what you're seeing.
They just confused the heck out of me.
69-43 is the score. As Horn for 3.
I mean, every one of those kids can shoot the ball. The only one that doesn't shoot the outside shot really is Edwards.
No, but he's contributed 6 from inside. Caden Oliver with the 3, won't fall, gets his own long rebound. And Davidson trying to find Dager. Had it knocked away, but tracked down by the creek.
Well, Dager's not going to be able to set himself on a lob pass like that.
He'll shoot the 3. He does have a quick release, doesn't he? Hayden
Yes, he
Garten
does.
goes in and cleans up the board, gets the bucket and the harm.
Basket by Garten.
Being a freshman, I mean, you can't, a quick release like that's hard to teach. That just comes from shooting the ball over and over and over again.
Blake Osborne and Mitchell Zach Horn at the line, Garten shooting 1.
Some substitutions now for the Bulldogs with 4:41 left in the ball game. Garten knocks home the and 1. 72-46. Edwards and Ferguson controlling the ball out high. That's Zach Horn. Gives it up, Ferguson. Ferguson dumps it down low. Nice flash to the basket by McKinley. McKinley gets on the scoreboard there.
Great penetration by Ferguson, hitting the open man there.
And a kick. Resets for Silver Creek. Wheeler checks in the ball game. Cam Wheeler, 6'3" forward. Oliver just steps back and shoots the 3. It's off the mark. Garten cleans it up, though. A couple of those Garten has had here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Creek's got eight offensive rebounds here in the second half. There's Edwards shooting a 3.
Edwards does shoot the 3 and knocks it home.
And I stand corrected. All of them can shoot the 3.
And Edwards has been doing this with 4 fouls. He had 4 fouls almost the entire second half. Garten with the drive there. Draws the foul. Let's see who that's against.
Garten's had a good fourth quarter here.
Zach Horn, his first.
Team 7 at the line, Garten shooting 2. Substitution Silver Creek, number 40, Jake Nickens.
Well, I shouldn't have said anything.
Thinking it's the announcer's jinx, huh?
Yep. It was just a general comment. I didn't mean to
right.
jinx him. He
Missed both.
Yep.
Yep. Ferguson comes down with it, takes it quickly to the other end, but ball back out in the hands of Edwards and then around the horn. And Ferguson happy to step out and reset, use some clock, run the offense as they want.
Got numbers.
That's Zach Horn with it and tries to leave it off and does. That's Osborne new in the ball game. Ferguson directing traffic there. And Edwards does as well.
Nice pass.
Nice pass, and that's Zach Horn getting in the box score.
They have just executed Silver Creek to death tonight. Man, it's they're very impressive.
And a kick.
Substitutions. Bryce Henderson and Isaiah Ball for Silver Creek.
Isaiah Ball's a senior. for Silver Creek.
Yes, he is. Number 20, just checking in the
so
ball
is,
game.
Jake Nickens, who just checked in.
And Isaiah Ball shoots 3, can't get it to go. Wheeler cleans it up, loses the handle, but ends up knocking away to a white jersey. That's Nickens with the ball now. Cross-court pass, gets it to Henderson, who nails the 3.
Henderson.
So Bryce Henderson, sophomore, knocks down the triple, making it 79-51. Making a case maybe for playing time. And nice drive there by Edwards.
Yeah, it was. You know, Silver Creek's only 2 for 9 for 3 in the second half. That was probably going to be their one way to get back in this game, but just haven't been able to knock down the shots.
Anderson with it. Corner to Nickens there. Drives it inside, picks up his dribble, ends up getting a shot up. Won't go, but rebound for Silver Creek. Oh, stepping in there, though, was Osborne. Osborne comes to the other end and lays it home.
Basket, Blake Osborne.
Blake Osborne as well, working on getting in the box score. A little bit of a circus shot there from the baseline. Ends up with Inniking. Inniking goes to the other end and lays it home.
Almost a running clock here.
So much for what we thought it might be score-wise. Jeff, we thought maybe Columbus North controlled and would win the game. They'd win it maybe in the 50s. And had this going away.
Just
well
they just
in
shot
the 80s.
the ball so well tonight. I mean, and
played defense too, as Edwards just shows again as we tick down towards the end. And he gave it up to Inniking for maybe a bucket, but Columbus North, happy just to dribble it out as the clock ticks down. Our final here at Silver Creek High School. Columbus North Bulldogs 85 and the Silver Creek Dragons 51. Come on back. We'll have the post-game show for you here on Glycon.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone on their back and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe. This is the...
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
Bulldogs of Columbus North victorious here at Silver Creek High School. And this final of Columbus North 85, Silver Creek 51. And Jeff, I'll tell you what, we thought coming into this one with Columbus North offensive average of about not quite 50 or right at 50 and a defensive average of 50. I thought sure enough they'll want to try to control the pace down in the 50s, maybe high 40s game. And if Silver Creek could get a few to splash and get a little run going and press that. That turned out to be nothing like what Columbus North wanted to do.
No. And
they scored pretty much at will this evening.
It's kind of like ordering an unsweet tea and getting a sweet when you take that first drink,
Yeah.
They shot the ball exceptionally well. And they just kept right on rolling with it. And honestly, Silver Creek didn't – the one average held up. I mean, they held them to 51 points. They're only giving up 50. But, to give up to score set with 85 points.
Yeah.
That's almost double their average.
Absolutely.
And that was just really impressive, the way they shot the ball from the floor, 3-point line, everywhere. Especially on 2-point baskets tonight. They were 24 out of 31.
Wow.
Almost 75%.
All right. Well, and we will use that as a tease because, folks, we're going to step away, hear from some of our great Glycod sponsors, and when we come back, we will have the updated ticker up for you, and we will also have stats for both of these ball clubs and team stats and hit the highs of the scoring for both ball clubs as well. So come on back as we roll through the post-game show here where Columbus North victorious over the Silver Creek Dragons 85-51. And again, come on back for more on Glycod.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Post-game show rolling along here on Glycod. Bring your eyes to the Our Place ticker running at the bottom of the screen. And it's time for Jeff Cooper to go over our final statistical numbers for both teams. So I'll turn it over to Jeff.
Well, if you shoot 65% from the floor in a game, including your three-pointers, you're going to win most of those games. Columbus North was 33 out of 51 for 65%, which included 24 out of 31 from two-point range. Okay. From the three-point line, they were 9 out of 20 for the game, 45%. 10 out of 13 from the foul line, 77%. 22 total rebounds, 8 turnovers for the game. Overall, just an outstanding performance by the Bulldogs. Silver Creek for the game, 18 out of 49 for 37%, which included 5 out of 18 three-point shots for 28%, and that I think you can look at the shooting there and determine they just didn't hit the bucket tonight like they normally do. 10 out of 15 from the line, 67%. Ended up winning the rebounding battle with some good offensive glass work in the second half. They had 24 rebounds but 15 turnovers for the game.
All right, so those are your team statistics. We will hit the highlights, at least, of the scoring for the Silver Creek Dragons. We had Caden Oliver with 10, Hayden Garton with 9, Kason Dager had 7, Kyle Roberts had 7 before he went out late, hopefully not re-injuring himself, but certainly went down, and we're happy he went off under his own power. Noah Walker Hoffman had 6. Bryce Henderson had 3. Nate Davidson had a point. And I'm afraid to say I'm quite certain I've probably missed somebody there for Silver Creek, and they get my utmost apologies. In the win, the Bulldogs go as follows. Luke Harmon had 19. Ty Ferguson, coach's son, had 16. 12 for Tyler Blythe. 9 for Damon Edwards. Cooper Horn had 15 in the effort. Sorry about that. 15 in the effort. Drew Schieffer had 6, and then a couple of points apiece for Philip McKinley, Blake Osborne, Nate Inneking, and Zach Horn, as just about everybody on the bench scored for the Columbus North Bulldogs. Well, when we return, we will have the most outstanding players for both teams, and then sign off. I should tell you, however, though, as I was remiss in doing so earlier, that those final numbers were from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. A look at those final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Okay, we're going to step away, our last post-game break here. When we come back, we will have the most outstanding players from both ball clubs, and Jeff will put on his thinking cap there, and we'll give those to you when we return here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to Priority Radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to Priority Radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks before I could even start a treatment. I was able to get what I needed right away.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
I'm going to stick with it.
The final here at Silver Creek High School, Columbus North over the Dragons of Silver Creek, 85-51, and it's time for tonight's Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. And for those, we're going to turn it back over to analyst Jeff Cooper. So your thoughts?
Boy, this is a tough one for Columbus North. I keep going back and forth and keep going back and forth. I mean, Lucas Harmon got them off to such a great start tonight. I mean, he was, or Luke Harmon, I'm sorry. And he was the key to getting this thing on this train rolling and not stopping here. But and Cooper Horn had a great all-around game, a lot of assists, a lot of tough baskets, just a solid all-around game. But the player that impressed me from minute 1 to minute 32 was Ty Ferguson. That young man played an outstanding floor game, very few turnovers, shot the ball well, drove to the basket. When the pressure was on, come out in the second half, he handled it like a champ. So for Columbus North, we're going with Ty Ferguson. For Silver Creek, really a tough night all the way around for all those guys. I mean, Caden Oliver had 10 points, but he really struggled during the night, getting clean looks. And he played hard all night. And especially in the second half, I thought Hayden Garden played a very solid ball game for Silver Creek. He was hustling, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. He kept playing all the way to the end there. So I'm going to go with Hayden Garden for Silver Creek.
All right, so those are our most outstanding players of the game, Ty Ferguson and Hayden Garden. Ferguson with 16, Garden with 9. And as we roll through here,
it's hard to pick against Harmon, man. He got them such it's
just start. One of those where they started out so well there, but I think both of those great choices. So tonight's Most Outstanding Players presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, and solutions. So as we wrap things up here at Silver Creek High School, any final thoughts on the ball game tonight, Jeff?
My final thought with Columbus North is they play like that, they're going to be a really tough out. They looked really good. It's the type of team that can do some damage come sectional time because they're all start 5 seniors. They're not exceptionally deep. They did bring the big boy in off the bench. That gives them another dimension. But, and Silver Creek just had an off night. I mean, they got off to a good start against, a couple pretty good teams. So, just a tough night for them. But they need to bounce back. And, unfortunately, they now can't do it immediately tomorrow night.
Yep.
Because their game with Austin has been postponed till January 21st.
I thank you for reminding me of that, as we wanted to make sure and let people know that. Also wanted to show you just briefly what's coming up on Glycod here the next couple of days and next week. Saturday, you've got the chance to hear audio of Kentucky State Championship ball games on Glycod, both the 6A game, which is the male Bulldogs versus the Bullet East Chargers. That one's with Joe Cox and Antoine Wardlow. And then the 5A game at 8 p.m. Between the Frederick Douglass Broncos, who are undefeated, by the way, and the Bowling Green Purples at 12 and 2. Both of those games, of course, at Kroger Field. That second game with Chris Labar and our buddy from Southern Indiana broadcasts of football this season, Coach Jim Kazmarek. Also, next week, tried to be brief to not muddy this up too much, but you can catch boys basketball action, Woodford County Yellow Jackets at Oldham County on Tuesday night, with Justin Kalin and Gary Forrest on the call. On Thursday, December 8th, the South Oldham Dragons at Walton Verona Bearcats with Chris Labar and Don Muller. And then next Friday night, the Charlestown Pirates, at the Clarksville Generals are part of a 3-game slate we have going next Friday night. I will be on the call with Lyle Segrist there at Clarksville High School for Charlestown. At Clarksville, we will also have Anderson County at Woodford County and Henry Clay at Frederick Douglass. All of those video presentations for you next Friday night. And then an audio presentation at PRP between the Valley Vikings and the PRP Panthers with Joe Cox and Jeff Cooper. Thank you for pointing that one out. That one's a 6 p.m. girls-boys doubleheader on Friday night, December 9th. So that is the upcoming schedule.
Got to get in my props, dude.
All right. Well, that will do it from here at Silver Creek High School, where the Columbus North Bulldogs improve to 2-2, and the Dragons fall to 2-1. That will wrap it up for executive producer Steve Byrd. For statistician and analyst extraordinaire Jeff Cooper, cameraman tonight Christian Sanchez. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and signing off saying good night and God bless. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville. Striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. German American Bank. Strengthening our communities since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Interstate Batteries. The car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union. Centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @GlyCod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GlyCod.